Hello students, welcome to Cell Part 4. In our previous sessions, we have discussed an overview of structural organization of the cell and we have seen the structure and function of plasma membrane. Now we will continue our discussion with the other cell structures. In that context, our first point is the cell wall.
Next structure in case of cell is the cell wall. In case of plants, fungi and bacteria, the plasma membrane is externally covered by an outermost layer that is known as cell wall. Now this cell wall in case of plants is made up of the specific complex molecule that are known as cellulose, while in case of fungi the cell wall is made up of chitin. Now this cell wall is a rigid structure and it gives strength to the cell, while the plasma membrane is a flexible structure. Now when the cells, for example, the plant cells are losing the water molecule by the process of osmosis, they undergo shrinkage. So the shrinkage of the cellular contents from the cell wall is known as plasmolysis. So the separation of the cell content from the cell wall as a result of losing the water molecule by the process of osmosis is known as plasmolysis. The cell wall, as it is the rigid structure, it gives the strength and it is responsible for the particular shape of the cell, as well as it protects the cell from the external environmental effects. Now when the cells are immersed in the hypotonic solution, in that case there is the swelling of cell. Now when the cell swells, there is very large amount of water molecules are present, or these are influx within the cell. This water molecule, they exert the pressure on the cell wall, while the cell wall exerts the reverse pressure on the cell and it protects the cell as compared to the animal cell. The next cell component or the cell organ is the nucleus. Now when we stain or when we prepare the wet mounting, now in this wet mounting we use the coloring solution. In some cases we apply the coloring agent like iodine solution or the safranin. Now when we apply this stain and observe the wet mounting under microscope, it is observed that not all cell is uniformly stained, while the central portion of the cell is darkly stained. It is known as nucleus. Now the cell, different component of the cell are present in the cytoplasm, nucleus, etc. So it gives the stain or coloring effect in a different manner. Now the nucleus is one of the most important cell organelle. Now this nucleus is responsible or it is having a key role in the cell reproduction or the cell division process. The nucleus is externally covered by a membrane known as nuclear membrane. Now this nuclear membrane is having pores. Now because of these pores, the nucleus can interact with the cytoplasm. So the nuclear content can be transported in the cytoplasm through the pores of nuclear membrane. The nucleus is made up of specific structures that are known as chromosomes. Now these chromosomes can be observed as the strand-like structure when the cell is just to divide. These chromosomes are having important role in transferring the genetic information or inheriting the genetic information to the daughter cell or the cells of the next generation in the form of DNA. In short, the chromosomes are made up of DNA and protein. The DNA is the deoxyribonucleic acid. Now these DNA are observed as a thread-like structure and it consists of the functional unit that are known as genes. So overall, the nucleus is made up of chromosome that consist of DNA and protein. Now we can observe these chromosomes in the linear strand-like structure or thread-like structure when the cell is about to divide. Now when the cell is not dividing, the chromosomes are observed as the entangled structure that are in the form of chromatids. So the structure of nucleus is different at the different stages of cell division. Now this well-defined nucleus is a characteristic property of eukaryotic cell or mostly in case of the different multicellular organisms. While such a well-defined nucleus is not present in case of prokaryotic cell. Now in case of prokaryotic cell, the nuclear material is present in the form of nucleoid because this nucleoid is not having the nuclear membrane. In case of eukaryotic cell, the well-defined nucleus is present. Now this nucleus is having nuclear membrane with the pores. Now this nucleus is made up of chromosomes. Now these chromosomes are having important role in transferring genetic information to the next cells of next generation. The chromosomes are made up of DNA as well as protein, and these DNA, it consists of the functional units or functional segments that are known as genes. So overall, the nucleus is having first role, that is the key role in the cell reproduction or transferring the genetic information, or in case of inheritance of the genetic information to the next generation cells. Second one is the nucleus is having the important role in controlling the different chemical activities so that the cell will be able to survive in the different surrounding environments, as well as it will withstand the changes in the environment. But in case of prokaryotic cell, no such nuclear membrane is present, so the content is known as nucleoid. Now in case of prokaryotic cell, only a single chromosome is present and that can be readily observed, while in case of eukaryotic cell, the chromosomes can be observed as thread-like structure or it can be observed as strands only when the cell is about to divide. Now when the cell is not dividing, the chromosomes are observed in the form of entangled structure that are known as chromatids. So overall, nucleus is having a key role in both the cases, that is prokaryotic cell as well as eukaryotic cell. So nucleus is the controlling unit of different chemical activities in the cell. It is also having the key role in transferring or inheriting the genetic information from the parental cell to the daughter cell or the cells in the next generation. The different genes that are present on the DNA are responsible for formation or synthesis of different proteins or the different cell components. So genes are responsible in the synthesis of various cell components that may be responsible or that are having the key role in the process of cell division. The next cell component is the cytoplasm. Now when we observe the temporary or the wet mounting of the cell, we observe that a large area or the large region is enclosed within the plasma membrane. Now this large area which takes up a very little stem. So if we compare the color of this area, it is a faint as compared to the nucleus. So this large area that is enclosed within the plasma membrane is known as cytoplasm. Now the cytoplasm is the fluid portion or fluid part of the cell. This cytoplasm or this fluid content consists of or it contains the various cell organelles. Now these cell organelles are having the crucial role or certain specific important role that are required by the cell. Now we will continue our discussion towards the cell organelles. Now in case of the multicellular organism, the cells are large and complex. Now these large and complex cells have to perform a variety of chemical activities or the chemical functions. Now in order to support their complex structure as well as complex activities, these chemical functions are to be performed. Now in order to separate these different chemical activities from each other, the cell consists of small membrane bound structures that are known as cell organelles. Now these smaller cell organelles are most of the case are visible only under electron microscope. Now these cell organelles, they differentiate in their different activities as well as structure. These cell organelles are responsible for a variety of cellular activities such as nucleic acid synthesis, protein synthesis, cell wall synthesis, as well as the energy generating metabolic reactions. The different cell organelles that we are going to study are the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosome, mitochondria and plastids. Now these are the important cell organelles. The presence of these various membrane bound cell organelles is the differentiating features of eukaryotic cell. Such a type of cell organelles are not present in case of prokaryotic cells such as bacteria. Each of these different cell organelle is having a crucial role in the cell. The first important cell organelle is the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. Now this endoplasmic reticulum is a membrane bound. It is a membrane bound structure made up of tubules and sheets. Membrane bound structure made up of tubules and sheets. It consists of the oblong bags or the vesicles. It forms a network-like structure. Now the appearance of endoplasmic reticulum, it differs greatly in the different cells, but it forms a network system that is important in various cellular activity. So these different sheets and membranes are present in the endoplasmic reticulum. Now the membrane or the structure of this endoplasmic membrane is endoplasmic reticulum membrane is similar with that of the structure of the plasma membrane. Now there are two different types of the endoplasmic reticulum, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum appears rough under the microscope, and this appearance is because of presence of particles that are present or attached on the surface of the endoplasmic reticulum. These particles are nothing but the ribosomes. These ribosomes are present in all active cells, and these ribosomes are the sites of manufacture of proteins. the proteins that are manufactured by the ribosomes are sent to various regions of cytoplasm via the endoplasmic reticulum. So here the role of rough endoplasmic reticulum is the transfer of the proteins that are synthesized on the ribosome. Now another type of endoplasmic reticulum is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. These smooth endoplasmic reticulum are the site for manufacture of fat molecules or the lipids. These are essential for the cells. Now some of the proteins and these lipids act as enzymes and hormones. So the proteins that are synthesized by rough endoplasmic reticulum, they act as enzymes, while the lipids that are manufactured by smooth endoplasmic reticulum act as hormones. Some of these proteins are further utilized in the different functions. The endoplasmic reticulum is a network system. So, one function of the endoplasmic reticulum is that it serves as a channel for transferring or sending the various components, especially the proteins. So, it acts as a channels to transfer or send the proteins to the various regions of the cytoplasm or the cytoplasm and the nucleus. Another important function of endoplasmic reticulum is that it provides a cytoplasmic framework. Now this cytoplasmic framework is the site for various biochemical activities in the cell. So it is the site for the various biochemical activities as it is a membrane bound network like structure. Now in case of certain vertebrate animals, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum present in the liver cells. It performs a crucial role in detoxifying. It performs a crucial role in detoxifying various poisons and drugs. Thus, the endoplasmic reticulum is an important cellular organelle as it performs various functions. The first function is the transporting or providing the proteins in the various regions of cytoplasm or cytoplasm to nucleus. Second thing is that the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it synthesizes lipids. Now some of the proteins that are synthesized on the rough endoplasmic reticulum act as enzymes which are essentially required in various reactions. And some of the lipids that are synthesized by the smooth endoplasmic reticulum acts as hormones. Now as this is a network system, it will carry out or it will act as a channel for providing the proteins at various regions of cytoplasm as well as within cytoplasm and nucleus. So the endoplasmic reticulum, being a membrane bound network system, it is an important cellular organelle in case of eukaryotic cells.
Let's come to the end of this session. We have already seen overall the different structures like nucleus, cytoplasm, and we have also started our session discussing the various cellular organelles. So like, share and subscribe my channel. Stay tuned.